The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Van Buren County Warriors Volleyball starts now. Streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's head down to the court with the voice of your Van Buren County Warriors, Shan Moquin.
All right, good morning, Warrior fans. Welcome back to the broadcast booth. Thanks for tuning in once again this morning. And it is time for some Van Buren County Warrior Girls Varsity Volleyball. On behalf of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network, I'd like to welcome you to this morning's presentation of Van Buren County Warrior Volleyball. We're on the air today at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. We are also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. This morning I am greeting you alongside my cameraman and on-site producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe. Mr. Kyle Smith running the control board for us back at the station in Ottumwa this morning, pressing all the buttons to make this thing run smoothly. And my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors. Back again for the sports seasons of the 2025-26 school year. All of us consider it our pleasure to be with you on the call this morning. This morning we are over in Burlington, Iowa, Burlington Notre Dame High School, to be more specific. And I'm going to get the name of this tournament correct for you. We're at the Nike Varsity Invitational Tournament, Burlington Notre Dame High School. We've got 8 teams here today, and similar to last weekend at Centrally, 2 pools of 4 teams each. Pool A consists of Burlington Notre Dame, West Burlington, New London, and Keokuk. Pool B is West Liberty, Wapello, Van Buren County, and Danville. 6 rounds of pool play. The Warriors play round 2, round 4, and round 5. We'll see if we're good enough. Probably take a 2-1 record at least to advance on the day. If you get one team going 3-0 and the others going 1-2, you get into some tricky tiebreaker scenario, so hopefully the Warriors can go 3-0 or 2-1. That'll be good enough to advance to a semifinal over in the main gym later or this afternoon. We're in the elementary gym right now to get things started today. First match of the day in Pool B, West Liberty defeated Wapello by a score of 2-0. Van Buren County right now getting set. 15-minute warm-up. They are going to take on a conference foe in the South Division of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference, the Danville Bears. Like I said, we got a couple of ways for you to join the broadcast this morning. We're on the air at 92.7 KTWA, also streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. So if you're choosing to make us part of your Saturday morning with some volleyball and tuning into the broadcast, hey, a big thanks for doing so. We couldn't do it without you. This season, Van Buren County Warrior Volleyball is brought to you by these fine sponsors, and I'm going to go through them with you, give you their in-game sponsorship as well. This is a Warrior Volleyball pregame show, sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal, be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. The postgame show is Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua, now to serve you with monument sales and Irish Ridge Cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building materials supplier in Dowd's. They'll sponsor the first serve. And once I get in my coaches' interviews, maybe next week, Tuesday, after the New London match, throughout the course of the year. Smithburg Automotive, with 2 locations in Fairfield to serve you, sponsors today's starting lineups. First Iowa State Bank of Albia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. They'll sponsor set 1 today. Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at a Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding area. They'll sponsor set number 2 today. Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Check out their great selection of Rangers and ATVs and drive one home today. They'll sponsor set 3 if necessary in any match today. Pool play consists of the best of 3 sets to 21, 21, and 15. Once we get to a semifinal and final, that'll be 25, 25, and 15. No cap on the points in the 3rd set. Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Sponsoring today's Player of the Matches. Crane Concrete Ready Mix, delivering concrete to Ottumwa, Fairfield, Bloomfield, and the surrounding area. Sponsoring all the blocks by the Warrior players at the net today. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, serving you for all your financial needs. Proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors. Sponsoring all the aces by the Warrior servers today. Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's for gas and all the convenience and daily food specials. They'll sponsor my set recaps. Van Buren County Hospital, simply remarkable, sponsored all the kills by the Warrior attackers at the net. Wasco Hardware, check out their showroom floor in downtown Keosauqua. They will sponsor any set fives throughout the course of the year. And Tugboat Transportation, proud supporter of the Van Buren County Warriors, sponsoring set fours throughout the course of the season. If you're in need of some local business, please make sure you give these local sponsors a chance. They're a huge part of why these broadcasts can be brought to you and heard over the air at 92.7 KTWA, also streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. We will continue the Warrior Volleyball pregame show sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District. After our first 3-minute break of the day, we will you can start to hear from some of our wonderful sponsors who make this broadcast possible. Then when we come back, we'll continue the pregame show. We'll take a closer look and dive into some stats for both teams, the Danville Bears and the Van Buren County Warriors. We will take a look at some leading players, the conference standings, other action involving teams from the conference today, all that and more. Then once we get through that, we'll hopefully be at the time to introduce the starting lineups and get first serve. We're about 12 and a half minutes away from first serve right now, so let's get to that first 3-minute break. We'll be back with you to continue this pregame show sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District. After a 3-minute break, you're tuned into Warrior Volleyball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
At Van Buren County Hospital, we're proud to support the Van Buren County Warriors on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. Whether you're crossing the finish line, acing a test, or painting a masterpiece, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when you need us, we're here with compassionate care, expert providers, and a wide range of services for the whole family. Van Buren County Hospital. Quality care close to home.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here in the Warrior Volleyball pregame show sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District, where Superintendent Jeremy Hissam and his staff have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. About 8.5 minutes to go on the warm-up clock. Danville in the middle of their warm-ups on the court by themselves right now. The Warriors will follow when the clock gets down to about 5 minutes. So we'll continue the pregame show here by taking a closer look at both teams, starting with the Warriors' first opponent on the day in Pool B play, the Danville Bears. Head coach is Shaylin Tillman, assisted by Tisha Molly and Amber Tager. Next action for Danville is Monday, September 8th at Keokuk, a 7:15 first serve time there. They are the Danville Bears in girls high school varsity volleyball. Record on the year is 0-3. All those matches at a neutral site, so they're 0-3 in neutral site matches. They compete in Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division, just like the Warriors. So a conference foe to start the day here for Van Buren County. The last 5 matches, Danville is 0-3. They've lost to West Burlington, Burlington Public, and Wapello, who's also here at the tournament today on the season. Last time out was August 28th, where Danville went 0-3 against those schools at Southeastern Community College. Let's take a look at some leading players for the Danville Bears on the season. Leading him in assists is Brinley Wenig with 18. Leading him in kills, Olivia Bauer with 10. Macy Wagner with 5. Wenig and Violet Sowell also have 4 kills on the season. Leading him in digs, Wenig with 12. Gracie Huff with 10. Marley Garland with 9 digs on the season. Leading Danville in blocks, Olivia Bauer has 4. Violet Sowell with 3. Leading him in aces, Sowell with 2. And Wenig also has 2 on this season. Danville with a serve efficiency of 84.8%, a kill efficiency of negative .008. About 7 minutes left on the warm-up clock. We'll turn our attention to the Van Buren County Warriors. Head coach is Selena Sayer, assisted by Jenny Wiley. Next action for us is Tuesday, September 9th at New London, a 7:30 first serve there to start conference play in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division for the Warriors. That's next week. They are the Van Buren County Warriors in girls high school varsity volleyball. Overall record on the season is 4-2. They have yet to play a home match. They're 1-0 on the road, 3-2 in neutral site matches. They compete also Class 2A, the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. Conference matches will start next week for the Warriors on Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday, we're at New London. Thursday, I believe, we're home for Burlington Notre Dame. Last 5 matches on the season, the Warriors are 3-2. They have wins this year over Pekin, Centerville, Waco, and Keokuk. Their 2 losses have come to Durant and Burlington. The last time out was last Saturday. That would have been, August 30th, I believe, at the Central Lee tournament, and the Warriors went 1-2 on the day there, defeating Keokuk, and then losing to Durant and Burlington. That wasn't good enough to advance to a semifinal. That's the last time out for the Warrior girls varsity volleyball team. Let's take a look at some leading players on the season for the Warriors. Leading them in assists, Sophia Urach with 88. Leading them in kills, Ashlyn Huff with 57. Marley Mertens with 23. Daphne Wells has 18. Leading the Warriors in digs, Lexi Wiley with 70. Marley Mertens 41. Sophia Urach 41. Leading them in blocks, Daphne Wells with 2. Tegan Sickles has 2. Leading servers, as far as aces go for Van Buren County, Ashlyn Huff with 4, Daphne Wells with 3. The Warriors with a serve efficiency of 92.0%, a kill efficiency of .218. That's a closer look at both teams before we get into this first match. Warriors' first opponent on the day is the Danville Bears. Other action involving teams around the conference on this Saturday, September 6th. Quite a few conference teams here to take part in the Nike Varsity Volleyball Invitational. Of course, Burlington Notre Dame is here, Danville is here, New London is here, Wapello is here, West Burlington is here, and so are the Warriors. So you got 6 conference schools here to take part in this Invitational. Keokuk and West Liberty, the other 2 schools rounding out the 8 here today. Hillcrest Academy, Waco, and Winfield Mount Union, all of those 3 schools out of the North Division of the Super Conference, they're at a tournament in English Valley. So those are, that is the other action involving conference schools from the North and South Divisions of the Super Conference on this Saturday. All right, we got time to fit in another 3-minute break. You can hear from some more of our wonderful sponsors. When we come back, we'll be that much closer to first serve. Hopefully some starting lineups will be coming at you when we return. Hope you're enjoying this edition of the Warrior Volleyball pregame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride countywide. Back with you in 3 minutes. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Whether you're building your dream home, expanding the family farm, or just need a little help getting started, Pilot Grove Savings Bank is here for you. Our experienced lending team offers personalized service with competitive rates because we live here too, and we know what matters. Pilot Grove Savings Bank. We make your goals our priority. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Need help with your next home project? Look no further than Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. We're your small town service and big city selection. From kitchen and bath showrooms to complete do-it-yourself solutions, we've got you covered. Let us do it for you. We offer free in-home estimates, free delivery, and flexible financing options. Our team of professionals represents the top brands in cabinetry and countertops. Day or evening appointments are available because customer service is our number one priority. Visit our showroom today and discover why Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua is your home improvement headquarters.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we are back with you here at the Nike Varsity Volleyball Invitational in Burlington, Iowa, Burlington Notre Dame High School. About half a minute to go on the warm-up clock before the Warriors get their first match of the day started against the Danville Bears in Pool B. Play 6 rounds of pool play. Warriors play round 2, 4, and 5. We'll see where we stand after we get done with that. Let's take a quick look at the conference standings so far in the Super Conference. The North Division, Hillcrest Academy 5-0, 1-0. Winfield Mount Union 2-0, 1-0. Wapello 6-2, 1-0. Well, they're 6-3, 1-0 right now after getting defeated by West Liberty. First match here today, Columbus 1-6, 1-0. Highland 2-5, 0-1. Louisa Muscatine 1-3, 0-1. Pekin 2-6, 0-1. Lone Tree 0-4, 0-1. Waco 0-5, 0-0. The South Division, Burlington Notre Dame 9-3. Holy Trinity Catholic 3-1. Van Buren County 4-2. Central Lee 5-4. Mediapolis 1-2. West Burlington 2-4. Danville's 0-3, and New London is 1-2. Neither of those schools have yet to play a conference match. That'll start next week. Warriors will be at New London. And Tuesday night, we'll be there to cover it for you, AJ and I. All right, hope you enjoyed that edition of the Warrior Volleyball pregame show. That'll complete it. Sponsored by the Van Buren County Community School District. Starting lineups coming at you. That's brought to you by Smithburg Automotive. First serve, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center. Set 1, First Iowa State Bank. Valbia, Bloomfield, Cantrell, Eddyville, and Keosauqua, member FDIC. All right, let's take a look at some starting lineups here for Danville. The libero, number 3, is getting ready to check in. That's Gracie Huff. So in the back, it's 13, Marley Garland, Livia Bauer, she's number 1, and Gracie Huff. The libero up front, 25, 14, and 10. It's Macy Wagner. Number 10, 14 is Brinley Wenig. 25, Violet Soul. For the Warriors, who are going to serve up front, the right side, Daphne Wells. Middle hitters, Marley Mertens. Left side, Tegan Sickles, Lexi Wiley, Ashlyn Huff, and Sophia Urak in the back, left to right. There's the whistle. Urak going to serve, and here we go. Serve on the way. The libero has that one. Pass to the setter, a miscommunication, and a free ball with the forearms coming to the Warriors. To Wiley, to Urak. She's going outside. To Mertens, a roll shot. Dug by Danville. To the center, middle, and that one put away to the left by number 10, Macy Wagner. Danville takes a 1-0 lead. Wagner's first kill, first for the team. And they'll get the serve. Number 14, Brinley Wenig, a freshman center, 5'5". Middle of the service line, sends it on the way. Sickles has it, pass to Urak into the net, and Warriors couldn't handle it. That'll be a point for Danville. They lead at 2-0 here early. Set 1, first match of the day for Van Buren County, taking on the Danville Bears. The next serve by Wenig to Wiley in the back row. Her pass to Urak. Back set right side. Wells cross-court attack. Tried to beat Doug, but it was off of one contact and down, off the contact of Wenig, and the Warriors are on the board. It's 2-1 Danville. First kill of the match for Van Buren County, and here comes Ada Troutman in for Wiley, and Daphne Wells gets that put away, and she's going to serve. A little bit right of center of the service line, and Wells serve on the way. Handled by the libero in the back to the setter, and tipped across. Troutman tried to block it, and 2 contacts in a row. Didn't act. She tried to block it. If it would have been a block, it would have been okay, but it was over the net. So Wells out, Wiley back in. So it's a point for Danville. End result, it's 3-1. Number 25, Violet Soul on the serve. A high floater. Huff out of the back row has it. Urak comes to get it. Back to Ashlyn Huff. Push it across from the back row with 2 hands. Overhead pass, overhead set to the right side, rolled across. Wiley there to dig it for the Warriors. Her pass to Urak, going to Troutman out of the middle. She'll hit it towards the back, popped up in the air with 2 hands by Danville to the center. Bauer on the outside roll shot, dug by Mertens to Urak, and Troutman a free ball off the top of the net. Danville libero there to dig that, and a forearm set to the back row on the attack. Off of Urak, going towards the back. Huff sends it back into play. Free ball from Sickles back to Danville. Dug by the Bears, and off of one contact, it can't be controlled. Number 13, Garland had it. Her pass went to nobody. And point Van Buren County, not a kill. 3-2, Danville with the lead. Mertens from the right corner on the serve. The back row, forearm pass, then a forearm set to Bauer. Roll, an attack off the outside, dug by Mertens to Urak to Huff. Her first attack is good. The turbo booster's attached to that one from the outside. Cross court and down. Second kill for the Warriors, first for Ashlyn Huff, and that one looked impressive. 3-3. Mertens still on the serve. Marley, the approach, and it's on the way. The libero off the forearms goes out of bounds to the left. That one will be an ace. First ace of the Warriors on the day goes to Marley Mertens. Warriors with their first lead of the day. It's 4-3. Mertens still on the serve. Marley sends the next one on the way. Off of Bauer and ricochet towards the back. Another ace. Back to back. Second in the day for the team. Second for Mertens. 5-3. Van Buren County up 2. And Marley looks good serving it right now. Marley's ready. The next one, a little bit more of a higher floater off the libero. Forearm pass, forearm set to Bauer. She'll push it across with 2 hands from the outside. Huff there to dig it for the Warriors to Urak. Back set right side, Sickles cross court. One contact and down. Danville couldn't control it. Sickles will get it put away. Warriors third as a team. And Tegan Sickles gets her first. It's 6-3. Van Buren County has doubled up Danville here early in the first set. Mertens, a service run. Next one, a good low serve. Handled by the libero in the back. Tipped over on 2 to Urak. Wiley, a forearm set backside Huff, and she'll just hit a roll shot. Popped up in the air to nobody by number 14, Brinley Wenig. Kill for the Warriors. Their fourth. Huff gets her second. Took a little bit off that one, maybe caught him off guard a little bit. 7-3. Mertens continues her service run from the right corner. Marley serve on the way. The libero, a forearm pass to the center. Back set, right side, lefty attack. Dug by Mertens. Her pass to Urak. A forearm set going to Huff on the outside. She'll tip it across with one hand, and it falls in front of 25 Soul back there. That's the 5th kill for the Warriors. Huff gets her third. 8-3, and here comes a timeout from Danville. Let's take a quick 30-second break. We're in set 1 of the first match of the day. Warriors facing off against the Danville Bears. Van Buren County leads at 8-3. Back with you in 30 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Tumble Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, out of that timeout, Mertens still on the serve. The next one on the way. In front of the barrel, her pass into the net, kept alive by Danville, and 3 contacts off the basketball hoop on the side. They can't play it. Point, Van Buren County. 9-3. Warriors up 6 here in set number 1, off to a pretty good start on the day. Matches with Wapello and West Liberty still to follow. Mertens continues her service run. It's on the way. Forearm pass from the back to the setter. She's going to set Bauer on the outside, cross court off the block of the Warriors and out of bounds. Troutman and Sickles tried to get it, but Bauer, she's dangerous on the outside. A good athlete. I've watched her play basketball, and she's just a sophomore, I believe. She put that one away off the block of the Warriors. Second kill for Danville. Here comes a sub, 15 into the match. Brianna Fenton. And Bauer gets her first kill. 9-4. The libero, Huff with the serve. Handled by Sickles. Overhead set to Troutman in the middle. She'll tip it across. Popped up in the air with 2 hands. And a forearm pass to Bauer on the outside. She'll push it deep towards the back with 2 hands. Mertens there. Her pass to Urach going to Huff on the outside and tipped it over. It's a couple of contacts and a roll shot coming from Bauer. That's going to land in front of Mertens. Kind of an off-speed attack, but it works. Third kill as a team. Bauer gets her second. Danville has closed it to 9-5. Huff still on the serve, a little bit left to center of the service line. Sends one on the way. Mertens out of the back row has it. Her pass to Wiley, going right side to Sickles. Pushed over with 2 hands. Forearm pass from Danville. Forearm set. Going to Bauer. She'll try to tip it down the net. Huff is there to get it. Wiley sends it back into play. Sickles a lefty tip over the net. The libero for Danville, set middle by the setter. Popped up in the air by Sickles. Here comes Urach, and that one going to go out. Miscommunication between Troutman and Urach. That one goes out. It was over the net on the set attempt. Landed out of bounds. Point Danville. It's 9-6. They're back to within 3. Huff, the libero for the Bears, still on the serve. She's a step left of the center of the service line. Serve on the way. Mertens out of the back. A forearm pass to Urach. She's going to go to Huff on the outside push. Deep towards the back left corner. Off of number 25, Sowell back there for the point. Warriors, they get the side out they were looking for. 6th kill as a team. Huff gets her 4th. It's 10-6. Van Buren County. Ball making its way back underneath the net. And Tegan Sickles will serve from the right corner. Serve on the way from Sickles. Overhead pass from Danville to the center. Overhead set middle to Bauer. She'll push it across with 2. Sickles up in the air to Urach to Huff. And she shot, that's off a tip of Danville. I think it landed out, but it was touched. So Huff will get a successful attack. Team 7th, Ashland's 5th. Warriors lead should be 11-6, I think. Here comes the next serve from Sickles. The libero, forearm pass to the setter. Going to go set middle for Bauer. Tipped. Handled by Urach to Wiley. Back set overhead from Huff. A roll shot coming to the middle of the defense. The libero has it to the setter. Going to Bauer on the outside off the block of the Warriors. Mertens there to dig it. Sickles and Wiley, a free ball towards the back corner. Played by Danville with a forearm pass and a forearm set going to Bauer. She'll push it deep towards the back to Wiley. Overhead pass to Urach to Huff. She'll tip it across towards the corner. 1 contact, then 2 into the net, and they can't handle it. I think it's 12. Should be 12-6. They're a point behind on the scoreboard. That point going to the Warriors. The score is wrong. Our score is right. Sickles serve. Overhead pass. A forearm set. Roll shot from the lefty from the right side. Sickles has it to Urach to Troutman. Out of the middle. Hit it into the net. Scoreboard says 11-7. Should be 12-7. Danville gets the side out that they were looking for. Number 13, Marley Garland, going to serve it for the Bears. A lefty serve from the right corner on the way. Lexi Wiley, a forearm pass to Urach. Overhead set going to Ashland. Huff on the outside off the block of Danville and down. She hit it through the block and down. 8th kill for the Warriors here. Huff is having a good first set. She gets her 6th. It says 12-7. I think it should be 13. There they got it right. It's 13-7. Warriors up 6. Lexi Wiley to serve. A little bit left to center of the service line. Jump serve from Lexi Wiley. Coming in, and it's too deep. First service error of the match by either team. And that goes a free point Danville's way. It's 13-8. Olivia Bauer number 1, the sophomore outside hitter at 6 foot, will serve for the Bears. About in the center of the service line. Righty serve is on the way. Marley Mertens, a forearm pass out of the back to Urach. She's going to Daphne Wells on the outside, and Daphne overhit that one well past the baseline, end line, whatever you want to call it. Attack here, Van Buren County. Point Danville, it's 13-9. Warriors up 4. Bauer to serve again. Bauer's serve on the way to Mertens again. Forearm pass to Urach. Back set, right side, Huff, cross court and down. They're putting Huff in a good position to hit the ball. Get the side out, do the Warriors. That's the 9th kill as a team. Huff has her 7th, having a good first set in this first match, 14-9. Warriors up 5, and they have the serve. Huff will do the honors. Ashlyn Huff, a little bit right of center of the service line. Serve on the way to Libero, a forearm pass. One contact and then, or a second contact and a third, and it's not over the net. Point Van Buren County, as you can see in the camera. AJ's having a fun time today rotating that thing. He's a good panner of the camera. He's really enjoying it. We're pretty close to the action here, so you got to go back and forth so we can cover it for you. 15-9, Huff's next serve on the way. Forearm pass in the back row of Danville to the center. Overhead set right side over the block of the Warriors. Sickles has it to Urach. A back set. Mertens, a roll shot into the net. Attack here of Van Buren County gives a point to Danville. 15-10, and the Bears will serve. Here comes a sub. The libero Huff is out, and number 10, Macy Wagner, into the match for the Bears. Number 15 is on the serve, Fenton. A little bit right of center, serve on the way. Sickles a forearm pass to Urach. Overhead set to Mertens on the outside. Marley came up short again and hit it into the net. Mertens' attack here has come up short. She doesn't overhit the ball. She comes up short into the net. That's a common mistake, but Warriors still up for it, 15-11. Fenton's next serve is on the way. Sickles a forearm pass. Wells, a forearm set. Mertens will have to tip it across with 2. There's a forearm pass from Danville to the center, set middle. Attacked across to Sickles, to Urach. Wells will tip it across. 1 contact, then 2, then 3. A free ball to the back right corner and is in. And not sure who got that one for Danville. Maybe number 10. I'll award it to Wagner. Her second, 4th kill as a team. It's 15-11. Fenton serve on the way. Handled by Sickles to Urach, a forearm set. Back row right side, Huff to the back. Bauer has it overpass, cleaned up by Wells. Danville sends it back on 2 contacts. To Mertens, to Urach, back to Marley Mertens. There's an attack off the net, dug by Danville. There's a second contact and a third, and it's not over. So that's a point for Van Buren County, 16-12. They're up 4. Service honors will go to Urach. From the right corner, Sophia's serve is on the way. Bauer has it in the back to the setter. Setter dump on 2. Mertens tried to reach out with her left forearm, made contact with it, but couldn't control it. That'll be a point for the Bears. And there's setter Wenig. I guess would technically get a kill there. A setter dump on 2, her first team 5th. 16-13, Bears within 3. Here comes the next serve from Danville, handled by Wiley in the back row to Urach. Overhead set, right side, Wells overhit that one. Attack here by Van Buren County, and Danville's back to within 2 at 16-14. Wenig, the freshman setter at 5'5", number 14, Brinley Wenig, will serve for the Bears. A little bit right of center service line. It's on the way. Sickles, an overhead pass to Urach. She's going to go middle to Mertens, and that attack into the net kept alive. They say it was a block. Warriors Wiley sends over a free ball. Right back from Danville. Then Wiley tried to pop it up in the air with a closed fist, and it went wide to the right. So that's a point for Danville. I think 25 Soul got that one. Her first kill, team 6. 1-point match at 16-15. That serve goes long. Service error by number 14, Wenig. First service error of the match. Here comes a sub, Troutman in for Wiley. By Danville gives the Warriors a 2-point lead back, 17-15. Wells to serve. A little bit right of center of the service line. Daphne serve on the way. The libero, forearm pass to the setter. Setter dump on 2. Mertens to Sickles to Mertens and back. Danville sends it back. Then Troutman right back to Danville. Popped up in the air, a couple of overhead passes, and tipped across. Urach there, goes to the side. Wells sends it back into play. Huff, a free ball with 2 hands to the Bears. A forearm pass, then an overhead set. Going to the outside. Cross-court attack, dug by Huff. Her pass goes to Urach, to Mertens. Cross-court, dug by Danville. Good rally here. Overhead pass. Bauer, a roll shot out of the back row. Urach has it with a forearm pass. Then Sickles, a forearm pass. Mertens, a forearm free ball coming to Danville. That one goes to Bauer, to Wenig, to the right side. Tipped. And the Warriors couldn't control it. That'll be a point Bears. Number 13 gets that kill. Garland, her first team 7th. 1-point match again at 17-16. Warriors have had the lead for most of it. Number 25, Violet Sowell, on the serve, about in the middle of the service line for Danville. Serve on the way. Handled by the back middle, Wiley. To Urach, to Troutman off the outside. Dug by Danville in the back row. Overhead set to Bauer on the outside, dug by Huff in the back row. Urach, a forearm set, a forearm free ball from Sickles. To the libero of Danville, to the center. Quick set middle, popped over the net. Urach has it for the Warriors, to Sickles, going to Mertens, into the net from the outside hitter position, and we are tied at 17. Attack here by Van Buren County. So the Warriors had a 5 or 6 point lead midway through this first set. Danville has fought back and have tied it at 17. Sowell's next serve. Mertens, a forearm pass. Urach, a forearm set. And Troutman tried to tip it over. It was either blocked by Danville or didn't make it over. I don't think it made it over. And Danville has a lead, 18-17. Here comes a timeout from the Warriors. Quick 30-second break. Be back for the finish of set 1. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
Sowell, the serve for Danville to Wiley to Urach. Back set right side, Mertens a roll shot. The libero for Danville has that to Wenig. Overhead set to the right side. Lefty attack dug by Urach in the back to Huff. A forearm pass to Mertens, who's going to roll it, and she comes up short. Again, Mertens with a few opportunities there, and she's come up short, giving Danville a 2-point lead at 19-17. Sowell's next serve. Danville has momentum. Wiley, that one goes to the floor as Sickles couldn't handle it. Ace, first of the match. Sowell gets her first, and it's set point, 28-17 for Danville. The Warriors have been stuck on 17 for quite a while. Sowell serve on the way, and it's long. Wiley let it go. It was barely long, but it was long. Service error. Second of the set and match for Danville, 20-18. Mertens on the serve. Let's see if she can go on a little bit of a service run like she did earlier in the set. That serve handled by the libero, pass to the setter. She's going to set Bauer on the outside cross court, off the block. I guess it was touched. It was well past the end line, but it was off of the block of the Warriors. 8th kill for Danville. 21-18. They win set 1 after trailing for most of it. Bauer gets her third. And 3 minutes here in between matches. Let's take a 1-minute break. And come on back for the start of set 2. Warriors lose the first set against Danville, 21-18. We'll do a set recap when we come back from a 60-second break. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Atemo Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive Lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
All right, back with you from Burlington Notre Dame High School in Burlington, Iowa, the Nike Varsity Volleyball Invitational, getting set to start set number 2. Warriors lost the first set to Danville 21-18. Let's try to get some starting lineups here for you. It's Huff, Sowell, and Wagner up front. Well, Huff is getting ready to check in. Garland's also there up front. Bauer, Fenton, and number 14, Wenig in the back. Wiley getting set to check in for Van Buren County, the libero. It's Huff, Troutman, Sickles in the back. Up front, Urach, Wells, and Mertens. Warriors had control of most of that first set, but they got stuck on 17 for quite a while, and Danville made a run, able to win that first set 21-18. So we'll start set number 2, brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at a Roto-Rooter servicing Ottumwa and the surrounding area. Set recap, 2 service errors for Danville, 1 for the Warriors. Warriors with 2 aces, Danville with 1. The Warriors had 9 kills, Danville with 8. Nobody had a block for a point. Ashlyn Huff led the way with 7 kills. Mertens had 2 aces. Wells and Sickles also had a kill for Van Buren County. Bauer had 3, Wagner 2, Garland, Wenig, and Sowell each with 1. Sowell had the Danville's ace, and number 14, Wenig, will start the serve for the Bears when we get going. She's a little bit right of center of the service line. And here we go, set 2. That serve handled by Sickles. Forearm pass to Urach. Overhead set middle to Wells. To the left, and she off a ricochet puts that one away. Wenig tried to dig it in the back. It went off the back wall. So, Wells got to get her going. Huff needs some help on the attack. Wells gets her second. That's the first kill of the set. Warriors up 1-0. Urach serve on the way. The libero. Forearm pass to the setter. Overhead set right side. A roll shot coming from Danville. The Huff in the back middle to Urach going to Mertens. A roll shot towards the back. Bauer plays it to the setter who's going to the outside. Oh, and off the block and out of bounds of the Warriors. 25 Sowell gets her second kill, first as a team. We're tied at 1. Just underway in set 2. Danville leads 1-0. Warriors will have a break after this match. We'll play 2 in a row then. Sowell the serve to Sickles. Forearm pass to Urach. Forearm set back towards the middle. Wells on the attack. Popped up in the air by the libero. Overhead back set to the right side. Lefty attack cross court off of Huff, and it's going to go off of the wall. Number 13, the lefty off the right side, Garland, gets her second kill, second as a team for Danville in this set. 10th of the match. Danville leads 2-1. Sowell the serve. Wiley has it in the back middle to Urach, and Wiley has to send a free ball over, miscommunication to Danville. Sowell to Wenig, quick set middle off the block of the Warriors and off of Wiley. It's going to fall for a point. Number 10, Wagner out of the middle gets that one, her third kill, team third of the set. 11th of the match. Danville leads 3-1, up 1-0. Sowell's next serve, middle of the service line, a high floater. Sickles, forearm pass to Huff, a forearm set, back to Sickles, she'll push it across with 2 hands. Forearm pass from Danville, forearm set from the libero. Bauer, a roll shot off the outside, dug by Wiley, her pass to Urach. Back set right side, Sickles on the attack to the middle of the Danville defense and down. A nice one there from Tegan Sickles, gets her second, team second of the set. That's the 11th kill for the Warriors in the match. Wiley out, Troutman in, Warriors trail 3-2. Daphne Wells will serve. Just a little right of center of the service line. Daphne serve on the way. The libero forearm pass to Wenig. Overhead set. Bauer tip it down the net. Merton sends it back into play to Urach. Is it over? Cleaned up. Joust at the net. Won by the Warriors. Danville sends it right back over to him. Daphne Wells a forearm pass. Urach overhead back set. Sickles right side off the block of Bauer and down. Sickles hit it through the block. Gets another kill. Her third. Team third. 12th of the match. We're tied at 3. Ball making its way under the net to Urach, then back to Daphne Wells, who'll do the honors for the Warriors. Once again, tied at 3. Rhythm dribble for Daphne, serve on the way. The libero, forearm pass out of the back to the center. Quick set middle, off the block of Troutman. Urach there. And then Huff, forearm pass. Mertens, roll shot from the outside. Wenig, her forearm pass goes back. The libero, forearm pass. Bauer, a roll shot. Handled by Wells to Urach to Mertens. On the attack, cross court, and in. Marley Mertens hit the back right corner, nicely placed by Marley. She will get her first kill of the match, 4th as a team in the second set, 13th of the match for Van Buren County, who leads it 4-3, trailing it 1-0. Daphne Wells continues her little mini service run here for the Warriors. Serve on the way. Libero, forearm pass from the back middle to the center, overhead set to the right side. Lefty attack, dug by Mertens to Urach, going to Sickles on the right side. Over with 2. Popped up in the air with a forearm pass and an overhead pass. Roll shot from the lefty, dug by Urach from the right side to Sickles to Mertens. We'll push it back towards the corner. Was it in? It was. Marley Mertens alertly aware. No defense in the back left corner there from her point of view. And a two-handed put away will give Mertens her second kill. She just pushed it back towards that left corner. 5th of the set for the Warriors, 14th of the match. They lead it 5-3. Wells the next serve, handled by the libero. Forearm pass to the center, overhead set back right side, a slide play, dug by Wells to Urach to Mertens. Will tip it across with the left hand, down the line. It was in. Marley Mertens finding some luck along that left sideline there. Here comes a timeout from Danville. Mertens will get her third kill of the match, 6th of the set for the Warriors, 15th of the match. They lead at 6-3. Let's take a quick 30-second break as a timeout from Danville. Back with you with more second set action after this quick 30-second break. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you from Burlington Notre Dame High School, Burlington, Iowa. Daphne Wells, the next serve on the way. Warrior volleyball action. The libero to the setter, forearm set. Bauer pushed down the net with two hands. Mertens pops it back up in the air. Troutman comes to help out. A free ball coming from Yurok towards the sideline. Was it in? No. That one will be a point for Danville. They get the side out. Wells out, Wiley in. Sub for Danville. 15, Fenton in for 10, Wagner. Huff will do the serve for Danville. They trail at 6-4. Middle of the service line, serve on the way. Marley Mertens, a forearm pass, Yurok, overhead back set, middle, Tegan Sickles. Off the block, kept alive, and Bauer sends it deep from a middle hitter attack position there. Hit it past the end line attack here by Danville, giving a point to the Warriors. They lead it 7-4. Van Buren County was in control most of set one, got stuck on 17, lost it 21-18. They were down 3-1, now lead 7-4 here in set two. Mertens, a good low serve on the way. The libero has it. Bauer, overhead set, roll shot off of the right side by the lefty to Mertens, to Yurok, to Huff. Off the block, the libero, nice dig. Wenning, overhead set to Bauer, blocked by the Warriors, and they're going to say Bauer in the net on the attack. Warriors were there to try to keep it alive, but in the net on the attack by Bauer gives a point to Van Buren County. They lead it now 8-4. Doubled up Danville here in set two. Mertens towards the right corner, sends the next serve into the net. Service here, first of the set, second of the match for Van Buren County. Free point Danville, and it's 8-5. Number 13 for the Bears, Marley Garland, the senior. Right side hitter, defensive specialist at 5'5", going back to serve. She's a lefty towards the right corner. Lefty lob serve on the way. To Mertens, to Yurok, a forearm set. Huff will tip it across with two. Garland there to Wenning, set middle, tipped over by Bears. And Mertens and Sickles, a miscommunication. And it's a point for the Bears. Number 15 will get the put away. Fenton, her first, team fourth of the set, 12th of the match for Danville. It's 8-6. Warriors up 2. And Garland still on the serve. The lefty from the right corner. Serve cross court. Sickles to Yurok. Overhead set to Troutman out of the middle. Off the block of Garland. Wenning. And then Huff, the libero. Bauer comes a tip. Blocked by the Warriors. Sent back by Bauer. Sent back by Sickles. Off of Bauer and out of bounds. Point Warriors. Sickles gets a put away. Her fourth. Team 7th. 16th of the match. 7th of the set. Sickles will serve towards the right corner. Warriors up 9-6. Tegan serve on the way. That one going to go long. Like to build on that 3-point lead instead of service there. Second of the set, third of the match gives a free point to the Bears. And it's 9-7. Warriors up 2. Bauer, maybe a hair right, the center of the service line. Olivia sends a serve on the way, and she returns the favor. Service there, first of the second set, third of the match. That's even. Here comes Wells in for Troutman. Warriors lead 10-7. Lexi Wiley will serve it for Van Buren County. About halfway in between the corner and the middle, Wiley jump serve on the way. Forearm pass out of the back, ricochets to the right. That one will be an ace. First of the second set, third of the match for the Warriors. Wiley, as soon as I can find her on my score sheet, gets her first ace. It's 11-7. Lexi, the next jump serve on the way. Forearm pass out of the middle back row. And a forearm set. Bauer, a back row attack, dug by Wiley. Her pass to Yurok, going to Huff. She'll tip it across with the left hand, popped up in the air, sent back by Danville. After two contacts, Yurok saves it, sends it back into play to Wells to Huff. Pushed across with 2. Danville there to dig it. Now a set coming to the outside. Soul to Mertens. Yurok to Huff, dug by Bauer out of the back row to the libero. Forearm pass towards the net. A free ball with two hands comes to the Warriors. Mertens to Urach to Wells out of the middle block. Kept alive by Urach. Wiley is set to Huff, a roll shot. Back to the Bears. Popped up in the air by Soul. Sent across on two contacts by Winning. Urach, then Wells going to Huff. She'll tip it across down the line with the left hand. Danville there, a couple of contacts, and then attack out of the middle off the block of Wells and down on the Warriors side. Point Bears. And number 15 on a frenetic point there. Fenton gets her second kill, fifth as a team in the set. Substitution number 10 for Danville. Wagner is back in. That's the 13th kill for Danville of the match, 11-8. Here comes the serve. Handled by the Warriors. Urach, a back set right side, cross court. Huff up into the ceiling off of the dig, then Wenig, and then a free ball attempt coming. They save it. Sickles' pass goes backward. Urach and Wiley, a free ball off the top of the net, and it's going to fall. Not the way that you draw that one up, but the Warriors will take that point. Both teams good jobs to save that point there. The Warriors end up on the lucky side of it, and they lead it 12-8. Number 10, Danville just had a sub. Here comes a serve from Huff. Danville, overhead set, coming to the outside, Soul, cross-court attack, dug by Wiley. Then Urach, pass goes backwards. Mertens, a roll shot attempt goes into the net. Another attack here by Van Buren County. On the court right now for Danville in the back row, as soon as they get their rotation, Wenig is going to serve. Huff and Bauer back there with her in the front. It's Soul, Garland, and Wagner. 12-9, our score. Warriors lead. Here comes a serve from Danville, handled by Wiley to Urach. Setter dump on two to the middle. And it was sent over on one contact by Wenig. Urach tried to clean it up and hit it into the net. That'll be a point for the Bears. It's now 12-10. Warriors up two. Wenig to serve. A little bit right of center of the service line. A serve on the way. Sickles, overhead pass. Urach, overhead set to Mertens on the outside. Down the line. Popped up in the air with two hands by Wenig. Huff, the libero, set Soul. Outside attack dug by Wiley. Wells, a pass, Danville cleaned it up. They sent it to Wiley, who sends it right back to him. Now an outside hitter attack with the lefty from Danville, dug by Huff. Her pass to Urach, and Wiley. Whoa, was that on the right side of the antenna, or the pin? I guess it was. Wiley, a flat-footed roll shot attack that falls for a point down the left side there. Nicely done. Wiley, her first kill. The libero doesn't normally get a lot of them. That's the 8th of the set for the Warriors, 17th in the match. They're back up by 3, 13-10. Urach on the serve. Her pass to the libero, a forearm pass. Wenig, an overhead set. Back row attack middle. Bauer. Dug by Huff in the back middle for the Warriors. Urach. Overhead set right side to Sickles. Popped up in the air by Danville off a block. They keep it alive. Send it back to Urach and the Warriors. Wiley will set Mertens. Pushed across towards the back right corner. And Mertens, I will say, boy, she has really been aware of where the defense is. She'll get another kill on that one. Push it over with two hands towards the back right corner. That's the 9th kill of the set for the Warriors, 18th of the match. Mertens gets her 4th. Warriors up 4, 14-10. And that serve by Urach goes long. Service error, 3rd of the set, 4th of the match for Van Buren County. And that just hurts when you give Danville a free point. Trying to build on a 4-point lead. It's now 3 at 14-11. Soul on the serve from the middle of the service line. High floater, overhead pass from Wiley to Urach. Overhead set to the middle, Mertens. An attack towards the back right corner, catches the line. Nice job by Marley Mertens, her 5th kill. That's the 10th of the set for the Warriors and the 19th of the match. They're back up by 4. Troutman in for Wiley. It's 15-10, 11, Van Buren County. And Daphne Wells will serve. A little bit right of center of the service line. Daphne's serve is on the way. The libero, a forearm pass from the back. Overhead set from Wenig to the right side. Lefty attack, cross court. And, it's kept alive after 3 contacts, but the third one doesn't go over the net. Point Danville. Wiley back in for Wells. Sub for the Bears as 15 is in for 10. That's Fenton in for Wagner. Huff towards the left of center of the service line. The libero for Danville will serve. Mertens, an overhead pass into the net, kept alive by Urach and Sickles, but it's not over. Point Bears, it's 15-13. Huff will continue to serve for Danville. Gracie Huff, she's the libero, senior defensive specialist at 5'4". Once again, left to center of the service line. Serve on the way. That one too hard. Service error. Danville's second service error of this second set. Their 4th of the match gives a free point back to Van Buren County, who has a 3-point lead at 16-13. Marley Mertens on the serve for the Warriors. Halfway between the right corner and the center. Marley's serve on the way. The libero has it out of the back. And a forearm set. Roll shot out of the back row by Garland to Mertens to Urach, going to Huff on the outside. Off the block and out of bounds. 13, Garland tried to block it. Huff hit it off her, and it goes out of bounds. So the Warriors get their 11th kill of the set, 20th of the match. Huff gets her 8th. 17-13. This is where we were in the first set. And the Warriors got stuck on 17. Let's see if they can do better here in set number 2. Looking to even this set, and Merton's serve goes long. I jinxed him. 4th service error of the second set, 5th of the match. Free point back to Danville at 17-14, and they're on the serve. Garland, number 13, the lefty, will do the honors for the Bears. Left-handed server towards the right corner of the service line. Serve is on the way. A high, short floater. Mertens has it to Urach. Overhead back set. Sickles on the right side. Blocked by Danville, kept alive. Bauer is attacked down the middle. Dug by Mertens to Wiley towards the front. Troutman will tip it towards the back. Soul has that one to Wenig. Overhead set to Bauer. She'll punch it across. Mertens digs it for the Warriors to Urach, and forearm set to Huff. The outside towards the back middle. Soul, Wenig, and then a roll shot by a free ball from the libero to Mertens to Urach. Troutman out of the middle will tip to the left, and that one goes wide out of bounds. A good rally from both teams. Won by Danville, 17-15. It was 17-13 here in set 2. Van Buren with the lead. 2 straight from Danville have cut it to 17-15. Garland the serve. Lefty serve goes to Sickles to Urach, and has set Mertens out of the back row. A nice attack dug by the back row of Danville. And towards the middle, then Danville with a middle attack. Forearm dig from Mertens. Then Huff off the outside, off the ricochet of Soul into the crowd. Warriors get the side out. They lead at 18-15. 12th kill of the set. 21st of the match. Huff gets her 9th. Sickles will serve for Van Buren County, who's 3 points away from taking set 2. It's 18-15. Tegan Sickles serve on the way. Huff has it to Wenig. Set her dump on 2. Nobody could reach it. They call that a campfire right into the middle of the Warrior defense. Wenig gets her 2nd kill. That's the 6th as the team for the set. 14th of the match for Danville. 2 points separate the teams again, 18-16. Bauer on the serve for the Bears. Mertens has it to Urach, going to Huff. Oh, and it's joust at the net. Kept alive, tipped back by Danville, pushed across by Urach to Bauer, to Wenig, going to Soul on the outside, cross-court off the block, kept alive by Mertens, and Troutman couldn't get there. Point Danville will give Soul her 3rd kill. That's the 7th of the set, 15th of the match for the Bears. 18-17. Bauer's next serve is on the way. Wiley, a forearm pass to Urach, will tip it across on 2. Dug by Garland to Wenig, going to the outside. Soul, she'll push it across to Wiley. Overhead pass to Urach. Overhead set to Huff, off the block and out of bounds. Huff's had some success hitting it off the block of Danville. 13th kill of the set, 22nd of the match for the Warriors. Wells in for Troutman. Huff gets her 10th. Warriors up to 19-17. Need to take this second set to send it to a decisive 3rd. Lexi Wiley, jump serve on the way. Bauer, an overhead pass. She was undecided between a forearm or overhead pass. It fell to the floor. That'll be an ace off of 1 contact. 4th of the match for the Warriors. Give Wiley her 2nd set point, 20-17, and Danville's going to take a timeout. Quick 30-second break, 20-17. Warriors lead in the second set. They trail 1 set to none. We'll be back to finish the second set after a quick 30-second break. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we'll transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Alrighty, we're back with you. Burlington Notre Dame High School here in Burlington, Iowa. Nike Varsity Volleyball Invitational. Warriors lead in the set 2, 20-17. It's set point. They trail 1 set to none, losing the first 21-18. Lexi Wiley, a little bit right of center of the service line. Set point Warriors. Serve on the way. Danville has it overhead back set right side on the attack. Cross court, dug by Sickles to Urach to Mertens. Coming out of the back row, and Marley hit it into the net. Attack here, Warriors gives Danville a point. It's 20-18. And Fenton will serve. Number 10, Wagner, back in for the Bears. 20-18, Warriors up 2. Fenton, the serve on the way. Mertens, a forearm pass to Urach. Overhead set right side, Huff off the block and down. And the Warriors have finished off set number 2. They win set 2 by the same score of 21-18. Give Huff her 11th kill of the match. Warriors get their 14th of that second set, 23rd of the match. Let's take a 1-minute break. Come on back for the start of set number 3. We'll do a set 2 recap when we come back. You're tuned into Warrior Volleyball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
At Van Buren County Hospital, we're proud to support the Van Buren County Warriors on the field, on the stage, and in the classroom. Whether you're crossing the finish line, acing a test, or painting a masterpiece, we're cheering you on every step of the way. And when you need us, we're here with compassionate care, expert providers, and a wide range of services for the whole family. Van Buren County Hospital. Quality care close to home.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back with you to start set number 3 from Burlington Notre Dame High School in Burlington, Iowa. Nike Volleyball Varsity Invitational. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Each set won by a score of 21-18. Danville takes the first set. Warriors take set 2. Second set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. Set 3 will be brought to you by Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. In that second set, the Warriors with 4 service errors. Danville had 2. Warriors with 2 aces in the second set. Danville with none. Warriors with 14 kills in the second set. Danville with 7. Leading the way individually, Huff has 11 putaways, Mertens with 5, Wells with 2, Sickles with 4, Wiley with 1. Mertens has 2 aces, and so does Wiley. For Danville, Bauer with 3 kills, Wagner has 3, Garland with 2, Wenig with 2, Fenton with 2, Soule has 3. The ace for Danville went to Soule. Starting lineups after the Liberos check in, it's Huff, Bauer, and Wenig in the back for Danville, Soule, Garland, and Wagner up front. For the Warriors, left to right up front, Mertens, Wells, Urach in the back. Left to right, Sickles, Wiley, and Huff. Here we go. Wenig on the serve. Start set number 3. Overhead pass, Wiley goes backward. Sickles back into play. A free ball coming from Wiley to the libero. Danville will set Soule on the outside. She hit it past the end line. Attack here. Danville gives Van Buren County a 1-0 lead as we are just underway in set number 3. Play in this set, remember, to 15. Got to win by 2. No cap on the points. Urach on the serve towards the right corner. Sophia's serve on the way. Bauer has it to Wenig, going to quick set middle, the number 10 Wagner into the net. Attack error, Danville back-to-back attack errors give the Warriors a 2-0 lead. Urach will serve again for Van Buren County. Sophia's serve on the way. Up to the ceiling, Bauer back into play, then a free ball with the forearms from Danville to Huff. Urach overhead set to the right side, Sickles off of 2 contacts, then Bauer and Soule a roll shot to the middle of the Warrior defense. Danville gets the side out. Soule her 4th kill, first of this set for the Bears. It's 2-1, and Soule will serve. A little bit left to center of the service line. Right-handed serve on the way, comes up short. Service error, Danville, first of the set, 5th of the match. Troutman in for Wiley. Warriors lead 3-1. Ball making its way back to Daphne Wells, who will serve. Daphne a little bit right of center, sends a serve on the way. Huff the libero, forearm pass to Wenig, overhead set to Bauer, a roll shot off the outside. To Huff, to Urach, going to Troutman out of the middle, towards the back middle, dug by Soule. To Wenig, a forearm set. Bauer will push it down the net with 2 hands. Mertens has it to Urach, overhead set right side to Sickles, and she finds a hole in the middle of the defense. Good job by Tegan Sickles. A little bit of a changeup. Gets her 5th kill, first of the set for the Warriors, 24th of the match. It's 4-1. Warriors up 3. Remember, playing this 3rd set to 15, got to win by 2. And Daphne Wells about in the middle of the service line. Serve on the way. Huff the libero, forearm pass, Wenig, overhead back set right side. Garland on the attack, the lefty from the outside. Hit it into the net. Attack here, Danville, and it's 5-1 Warriors. Here comes a timeout from Danville. Quick 30-second break. 5-1. Warriors lead in set 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Back with you in 30 seconds for more 3rd set action. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning-Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, it's 5-1 Warriors. Daphne Wells, the next serve for Van Buren County on the way. Huff, a forearm pass, and it played off of the support. Can't do that over there, and I guess technically that would be an ace. First of the third set, fifth of the match for the Warriors. Give Wells her first ace, 6-1. Warriors lead here in set 3. Daphne, the next serve, and that one into the net. Service error, first of this set, sixth of the match. Wiley back in for Wells at 6-2. Warriors up 4. Huff will serve for Danville, their libero. Here comes 15 Fenton in for 10 Wagner. Left of center is Huff towards the left corner. Knuckleball serve on the way to Wiley to Urach. Forearm set. Sickles will tip it across with two hands out of the middle. Garland, then Wenig to Bauer on the outside. Cross court off of Wiley. Bauer on the kill. Second as a team, 17th of the match for Danville. Bauer gets her fourth, and that's something Danville hasn't been able to do a whole lot here. She is dangerous off the outside hitter position, but you got to get her the ball there at 6-3. Huff will serve again, left to center of the service line. She's their libero. Right-handed serve on the way. Mertens to Urach. A couple of forearm passes to Sickles out of the middle. Roll shot towards the back right corner, and Tegan found some room. Sol couldn't get there. Warriors get a point and a side out. Second kill of the set, 25th of the match for Van Buren County. Sickles having a nice match, gets her sixth. Huff has 11 to lead the way. Mertens with 5. Sickles with 6. Leading attackers for the Warriors, who lead it 7-3. They're up by 4 here in the decisive third. Mertens towards the right corner. Serve on the way. Huff. Forearm pass. Wenig overhead set. Right side. Garland lefty on the attack. Mertens, and it caught her, rolled up her arms on the dig attempt, fell to the floor. So, give Garland her third put away. That's the third as a team, 18th for the match for Danville. They're back within 3 at 7-4, and Garland, the lefty, will serve it from the right corner. Serve on the way. Mertens forearm pass. Urach overhead set to the outside. Huff off the block, popped up in the air by the libero. Wenig sends it back into play, pushed across to Wiley, to Urach, going to middle. Trautman, she'll tip. Garland has that. Overhead pass. Wenig a setter dump on 2. Caught the Warrior defense off guard. Wenig will get her third put away on the setter dump. Second contact. That's the fourth kill as a team in this third set. 19th of the match, 7-5. Garland, the lefty, will serve again for the Bears. That's on the way. Mertens forearm pass Urach. She's going to overhead set Sickles. Oh, it was a missed pass, and Danville thought it was going to come out, and it lands in. So a set attempt that was misplaced by Urach going for Sickles. Danville just watched it. 2 players there. Can't really give a kill attempt on the set attempt, but it's a point. 8-5. Sickles handled by Sol on the serve to Wenig, going to Bauer. She'll tip it across off the block of the Warriors, and it was pushed across. They're going to say in the net. Urach on the block attempt. So point Danville on the air there by Van Buren County. And it's 8-6. Bauer will serve middle of the service line for the Bears. It's on the way. Wiley overhead pass. Urach forearm set to Huff on the outside. Tipped it off the block. Kept alive by Danville. Sent right back. Sickles to Urach. She's going to Trautman out of the middle. Cross court and down. Ada Trautman from the middle hitter position went to her right and finds some room. Trautman, her first kill. That's the third as a team. Wells is back in for Trautman. Third kill of the set for the Warriors, 26 of the match. It's 9-6. Remember, we're playing this third set to 15. Lexi Wiley, right of center. Jump serve short. Garland comes up to get that. Wenig is set to Bauer in the back row, and a roll shot lands in between Mertens and Wiley. So Bauer with a roll shot out of the back gets her fifth put away, fifth as a team. 20th of the match for Danville. It's 9-7. And Danville earned the side out. They'll have the serve. Huff is out. Wagner in. And number 15, Fenton, on the serve. Righty serve, right corner. Sickles, overhead pass Urach. Overhead back set, right side up. She'll tip. Garland has that. Sent back to Wiley to Urach. Setter dump on 2. Danville right back to the Warriors. Huff to Urach, going to Wells. She'll tip out of the middle. Garland has that to Wenig. Forearm set. Sol attack off the outside. Mertens digs it to Urach. Going to Huff on the outside. Off the block. Kept alive by Wells. Mertens towards the net to Huff again. She'll roll it over. Soul there to dig to Wenig. Attack out of the middle. Popped up in the air by Sickles with 2 hands. Yurok overhead set to Huff. She'll tip over the block. Soul. And then 15, Fenton has that. A roll shot out of the back. Mertens has that for the Warriors to Yurok to Wells. Bauer digs that in the back row to Wenig. Pushed across to Wiley by Soul to Yurok. Then to Huff down the line. Dug by Danville. Setter dump on 2. Wiley there to cover it. Forearm pass to Yurok. She's going to Huff. Roll shot towards the back. Long rally. Bauer has it to Wenig. Then Bauer pushed it across with 2. Wiley there in the middle of the Warrior defense. Yurok blocked by Danville. Kept alive. And kept alive by the Warriors to Bauer. A really long point and attack dug by Sickles out in the middle from Danville to Yurok to Huff. Over the block of Danville, dug, cleaned up by Wells and down on the overpass. Daphne Wells will get the put away, and that could be a turning point as the Warriors win a super long point. Daphne Wells cleaning up that overpass, gets her 3rd put away, 4th as a team, 27th of the match. It was 9-7, let's remember that. Warriors get a point to make it 10-7. Wiley's serve on the way. The libero Huff, a forearm pass to Wenig, a forearm set. Over to Soul. She'll push it across the net with 2 hands. Wiley up in the air to Yurok to Huff. Tipped over the block with the left hand. Danville keeps it alive and sends it back over. A roll shot to Mertens to Yurok to Wells. Blocked by Danville. Blocked for a point, the first of the match. They blocked the attack at Daphne Wells, sent right back to the Warriors and down on the Van Buren County side. It's 10-8. Danville earns a side out. Wenig will serve. Their setter, right-handed server from a little bit right of center of the service line. Rhythm dribble, serve on the way. Sickles, forearm pass to Yurok. She's going to go to Wells out of the middle. Tip to the left. Danville, can they keep it alive? And 3 contacts, and it's not over the net. Point Van Buren County. It's 11-8. They're up 3. Huff will serve. Ashlyn Huff looking for a little bit of a service run from her. She's normally a pretty good server. She's right of center of the service line. Let's see what she can do. Serve on the way. Garland to Wenig. Set right side Soul off the block of the Warriors and out of bounds. Violet Soul, her 5th put away. That's a 6th kill as a team for Danville in the set. 21st of the match. Back and forth we go. It's 11-9 Van Buren County. Soul will serve for the Bears. Right about in the middle of the service line. Wiley has it for Van Buren County to Yurok. Going to Mertens on the outside. She'll tip down the net with 2. Bauer is there to Wenig. Setter dump on 2. Nobody there in the middle of the Warrior defense. Setter dump on 2 has been successful for Wenig. Her 4th put away. 7th as a team. 22nd of the match. It's 11-10. Timeout Van Buren County. Quick 30-second break. Back with you for more 3rd set action from Burlington Notre Dame High School in Burlington, Iowa. You're listening to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam, and we are so excited about the upcoming school year. All of us here at Van Buren County can't wait to see all the wonderful things our students accomplish this year. From academic accolades to the gridiron, we are blessed to have you choose Van Buren County in educating your children. Our team has made several improvements throughout the district, and we can't wait for you to see them. New graphics, new flooring, and new Twig science curriculum, just to name a few. We also want to take this time to welcome any new staff and new students to our district. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
All right, it's 11-10 here as we play in a decisive 3rd set between Van Buren County and Danville. First match of the day for both teams. Danville won first set 21-18. Warriors return the favor 21-18 in the second. There's a serve. Sickles, overhead pass. Yurok, forearm set to Mertens. Roll shot over the block and off a ricochet. It'll count for a kill. 5th of the set for the Warriors. Mertens gets her 6th. That's the 28th of the match for Van Buren County. Warriors lead at 12-10. Yurok on the serve towards the right corner. Sophia's serve on the way. Soul, a forearm pass. When it comes to get a forearm set, the libero will push it across with 2 hands. Huff up to get that. Her pass to Yurok. Going to Sickles off the right side, off the block of Bauer and down. Big point there. Sickles will get the put away. Her 7th. Warriors 6th of the set. 29th of the match. 13-10 now. Timeout Danville. Another quick 30-second break. We'll come back to finish this decisive 3rd set. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
All right, back with you after that timeout by Danville. Warriors lead 13-10, playing to 15 in this decisive third set. Yurak on the serve. It is on the way. Bauer out of the back has it. Her pass to Wenning. She's going to set Bauer back off the outside, off the block of the Warriors, dug by Huff. Her pass to Yurak, going to Mertens on the outside, tipped across by 2. Wenning to Huff to Bauer, a roll shot from the outside. Huff has it, overhead pass. Yurak overhead back set. Sickles will tip it across with the left hand. Huff to Wenning to Garland, lefty attack. Sickles there to dig it. Yurak comes to help out. Back to Wells out of the middle. She'll go to the middle back. Soul to Wenning to Bauer on the outside off the block of the Warriors. Huff and Yurak couldn't go get it. Point Danville. Bauer will get her 6th kill, 8th as a team in this third set, 23rd of the match. Back to a 2-point match at 13-11. Fenton in for Wagner for Danville. Huff, that's Gracie Huff, will serve it for the Bears. A Huff on each team. A little bit left to center. Serve on the way. Wiley to Ashlyn. Huff to Sickles. Push it across with 2. Garland. Overpass cleaned up by Mertens. Oh no. It's a point Danville. They're going to say Mertens in the net if she tried to clean up that overpass. Boy, that one hurts. She hits that without touching the net. It's a point Warriors, but it's 13-12. Danville Warriors lead by 1. Gracie Huff for Danville. Left to center. Sends a serve on the way. Sickles. Overhead pass. Wiley. An overhead set. Mertens down the line. Popped up in the air by Soul to Wenning. She's going to go to Bauer, who tip it across with 2 hands. Huff there to dig. To Yurak. She'll push it across with 2 hands on the second contact to Soul to Wenning. Garland, the lefty roll shot. Huff has it for the Warriors to Yurak to Mertens. She'll tip it down the line with 2 hands. Soul to Wenning to Bauer. She'll tip it across with 2 hands to Huff. Long rally again to Yurak. Going to Mertens. Roll shot in the middle of the defense. Wenning to Bauer. Blocked by Wells. Sent back by Bauer to the right side, and it's in to tie things at 13. 9th kill of the set, 24th of the match for Danville. Bauer gets her 7th. We're tied at 13 in a tightly contested match. Huff will serve for Danville. Their libero left to center of the service line. Tied at 13 in the decisive third set. Sickles tried an overhead pass, went straight to the floor. Yurak couldn't get it with a foot. And that's an ace, first of this set, second of the match for Huff. She gets her first ace, match point, 14-13 for Danville. Huff a serve on the way. Wiley comes up to get it, overpass, cleaned up, dug by Sickles to Yurak, going to Mertens, will tip. Dug by Bauer to Wenning, back to Bauer, off the block of the Warriors. Yurak up in the air to Sickles. She's going to go to Mertens on the outside, tip down the line. Soul there to cover that one. To Wenning, overhead back set. Garland on the right side. Yurak has it to Huff, and then to Mertens. Push it to the middle back. The libero has it for Danville. To Wenning to Bauer. Blocked by the Warriors. Did it ever make it over? Sickles down the line. Soul off of Huff and out of bounds. Point Warriors. They tie it at 14 off the contact from Danville that went out of bounds. Here comes Troutman in for Wiley. We're tied at 14, playing to 15, but you got to win by 2. Wells on the serve for the Warriors. Oh, and that one goes into the net. Service error at a most inopportune time. That's the second service error of this set, 7th of the match. 15-14. Danville with a 1-point lead, match point again, set point, match point. Number 13, Garland, the lefty on the serve from the right corner. Serve on the way. Lexi Wiley, a forearm pass. Yurak's going to go to Troutman. On the outside, down the line, it's out. Attack Air Warriors gives Danville the third set, 16-14, and Danville wins it 2-1. So the Warriors fought hard, but just couldn't quite come up with a few key points in that third set and lose to Danville 2-1. That'll complete our first match of the day. We'll take a 1-minute break. Come on back with us. We'll do an abbreviated little post-game show that brought to you by Cranston Family Funeral Home today. We'll also do a set recap of the third set brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd. So the Warriors lose 2-1 to the Danville Bears in the first match of the day. Warriors 0-1, Danville 1-0 on the day here at the Nike Varsity Volleyball Invitational, Burlington Notre Dame High School in Burlington, Iowa. Come on back after a 1-minute break to recap this one. Then we will end this stream as we will have a match off before the Warriors come back and play Wapello and West Liberty back-to-back. 60-second break. We'll come back and finish up this one. You're tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here from Burlington Notre Dame High School, Burlington, Iowa. The Nike Varsity Volleyball Invitational just completed the Warriors' first match of the day, losing a close one to Danville 2-1. 21-18. Danville takes the first set. 21-18. Warriors take the second. 16-14. Danville takes the third set. Service error at the most inopportune time there for the Warriors. Didn't help them there at the close of set 3. Let's do a third set recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. 2 service errors for the Warriors in set 3. 1 for Danville. 1 ace for each team in that third set. Warriors with 6 kills to 9 for Danville. Danville had a block for a point in that third set. Match statistics: 7 service errors for the Warriors to 5 for Danville. 5 aces for Van Buren County to 2 for the Bears. Warriors with 29 kills to 24 for Danville. Danville with the only block for a point. Individually, Olivia Bauer led Danville with 7 kills, Macy Wagner with 3, Garland with 3, Wenig with 4, Fenton with 2, Sowell with 5, so they spread out their attacks, did Danville. Ashlyn Huff led the Warriors with 11 kills. Mertens had 6, Wells 3, Sickles with 7. She's going to be my player of the match. Tegan Sickles, a sophomore, right side hitter at 5'8", player of the match, brought to you by Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Asked them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. Lexi Wiley, a couple of aces and a kill. Ada Troutman with a put away. Wells had an ace, so did Mertens. She had 2 of them. So, that's that recap brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop of Dowd's. This abbreviated post-game show brought to you by the Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua. Now to serve you with a Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation, CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. So that's an a set recap and a match recap and abbreviated post-game show. So in our pool, to start the day, West Liberty defeated Wapello 2-0, and Danville defeated the Warriors 2-1. Next matchup is West Liberty versus Danville, I believe. So the Warriors have a match off. We'll drop this stream. You'll pick up the next one when AJ loads it up. 6-minute warm-up in between matches here. And then the Warriors will play 2 in a row. Not out of it yet, but you got to win the next 2, taking you to 2-1 in pool play and have a chance to advance probably to a semifinal. So we'll be looking for victories over Wapello and West Liberty. We'll see what the Warriors can do against them. They dropped the first one of the day in a tight 3-setter. 2-1 to the Danville Bears. That'll complete our coverage of match 1 here on the day. I would check back with us, I'd say 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how long this one goes. If it goes 2 sets, it might be more closer to a half an hour or so. If it goes 3 sets, it might be closer to 45 minutes. But whenever this match completes between West Liberty and Danville, we'll give the next 2 teams, Van Buren County and Wapello, 6 minutes to warm up. We'll be back on the air at that point for a second and third match coverage of the day for the Warriors. They lose match 1, 2-1 to Danville. Like I said, we'll drop this stream, and you'll have to go to the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel and pick up the next stream for matches 2 and 3 on the day. So we'll be back with you In about 30 to 45 minutes, check back, see if the stream is up and rolling. Warriors going to play Wapello in their second match of the day here in pool play at the Burlington the Nike Varsity Volleyball Invitational here at Burlington Notre Dame High School in Burlington, Iowa. Back with you in a little bit. Grab a new stream in the Tumble Radio YouTube channel, and we'll have more Warrior volleyball coverage for you in about 30 to 45 minutes. Warriors yet to play Wapello and West Liberty in pool play. Hope you enjoyed that match number 1. You've been tuned in to Warrior Volleyball right here